Alright, I have got the Athena ionizer and the Giant Turbo, and now this is the 9090 Turbo Supreme, or Extreme, I mean. Now both of these are set up pouring at the same flow rate. Now I'm going to just show you that because, you know, testers can skew the results on this, and I do pay a lot of attention to get that, you know, at the exact. Let me make sure I have to go in at the same time and then come out at the same time. And this took me a while to, you know, get this to flow exactly at the same rate like that. So I didn't want to bore the viewers looking at all that, but now it's flowing at level 3 now, level 3 for both the Giant and for the Athena. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour water at level 3 for both of them, and I'm going to test both the pH and the ORP of that. Alright, so Giant is toward the front and Athena is toward the back. And now I'm going to also take the acidic water that's coming out on both and then compare those as well. That's the Giant. And then this one is the Athena. And then we'll turn these off. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I guess we'll start with this one, which is the Giant. Alright, and I'm going to just test the pH and the ORP. Now this is the alkaline water here, and hold on, let me make sure my camera is at a good angle. It's going to take a little bit of time for these probes to adjust. Now this is at level 3. This is not the highest for this ionizer by any means. It is just simply the level that you would drink your water at. And it is going to take some time. So sorry about that. And what I'll do is just actually right now I'm just going to flip through them, and that sometimes, you know, flipping through sometimes unlocks these meters for some reason. If you ever get meters out there and start doing your own testing, it is always a good idea to test one ionizer against another for number one, and then to do this kind of flipping back and forth to make sure that your meter isn't getting stuck at some spot. Alright, so now this is the Giant, and we'll give it a chance to truly settle down at the Giant's level, or at that level 3. And so far what we've got is a 10.7-ish pH, maybe threatening to be 10.8, and then the negative 390 something, looks like, possibly up in the negative 400 for the ORP. Now that tells me my ORP meter probably needs to be cleaned, because I'm not used to that ORP for the Giant. And let me just double check, because you know, if the Athena's up at where it should be an ORP, that'll tell me it's correct. Alright, I'm not going to give any further ado here. 10.8, negative 408. And I'm going to flip over to the Athena and give it some time to sit in there and adjust. It looks like it's going to be about the same, but both are pretty erroneous. My ORP meter is clearly not reading correctly, because if it were, then the ORP would be up around negative 650 or something like that, something that I'm more used to. So while I'm letting this settle down, I'm going to go get my sandpaper out, get ready to clean this ORP meter. Gosh, I was out of town for a while, and things are not back in right order here. Here we go. Alright, well, this is the best I can do. This is not my favorite sandpaper, but I've found some. And just, showing you what this is reading at here for a 10.9 pH with a negative 409. So, this is flipping between 10.9 and 10.8 pH. But anyway, they're almost identical, really. So actually the ORP went up a little bit to 413. So, well, anyway, that they're very close. Now I'm going to take that ORP meter, and I have to first of all find it. All right, now I'm going to clean that. And I have to dry it first so that the sandpaper will work. And what I do is I kind of look at the probe to see where the calcium is clogged up, and I see it there. And I stick this in and kind of pull up lightly. Oh, darn. Alright. I'm going to do a little sanding, trying to get that white scuzzy stuff off. Now, I could do what the ORP manufacturer says to do, and I used to do that all the time, but it didn't give me any more accurate readings, and it took 2 hours to clean. This is a quick clean of the probe, and it's the only way I'll go anymore. I just refuse to take 2 hours every time I test to clean my ORP meter. Okay. It looks good. Oops, wait a minute, there's a spot. The calcium just looks like white, and so against the metal, which looks kind of silverish, you can see it, but you have to have good eyesight, I suppose. All right, well, let's take a look. I have cleaned it, and hopefully it will be reading more accurately. I might need to, sometimes I clean it twice, because I just, the first time I thought it was clean and it's not. Now, I think this is more like it, at the drinking level, to be about a negative, this looks like it's going to go up to negative 700. Now, that is for the Athena, and I mean, that just looks more accurate to me, and I'm going to let it sit for a little while longer, just to see how far it will go. And sorry that makes this a boring video, which I'm sure it does. But that's the only way I can do this, is to give it enough time, especially while it's changing like this. Allow it to settle down. Might even go up to a -800, which would be about also close to what I would expect from my drinking level of water, ionized water. So as you could see, the big difference, I mean, 360 ORP was wrong. And sometimes it just takes a trained eye to know that, and to go in and do that cleaning and, get that more accurate ORP reading. Well, it looks like it might be settling down now. I wish this would go faster. Sorry. Alright, well, I might just have to call this, because it's really going slow now. It's probably going to go up to like a -750. That's my best guess on this, because it's going slow, but it's still going up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and change the probes now and stick it in the tie-in. That was the Athena. So we'll see what the tie-in Turbo Extreme has for that same water. It looks like it's 11 pH and probably a very similar ORP. We'll give it some time like the other one, because that's moving pretty quickly. And this is only the alkaline level 3. So we're going to do the pH for the acidic level in a minute, and I'll have to. I mean, that'll go faster, because as you can see, the pH actually settles down a little faster than the ORP does. So it looks like a -750-ish ORP, and